maybe search products by category too. I don't know. Just throw all this in there. When you're figuring out what the program needs to do, honestly, I recommend just put up a notepad, throw as many things you can think of on there. You can always take things off later, but if you don't think of things first, then you won't know them later on. Okay, reviews. We can see things by category. Sort by price, alphabetical. Because look, if we search for this, we want sort options to be able to sort these things. So that seems good. I think that's a good number of things that we can do. Okay, so the second thing we need to do is we need to be able to plan out how we're going to do that. But first, when we take this, I want to make this as detailed as possible. The key to the first step of figuring out what it needs to do is figuring out what it needs to do in as much detail as possible. For now, since we're still a little bit new to programming here, I'm going to not necessarily go too much into detail, but when you're actually planning out a project, the more details you can figure out, the better. There is literally no detail too small in a programming project. You want to figure out that you want to display exactly 37 pages with exactly 4 products per page. You want the spacing on the layout to be 30 pixels by 24 pixels. That's fine. The more detail, the better. But for now, we're just going to get started into things, because if you have no idea how to program a store and you have limited knowledge of PHP, this all probably seems quite daunting. So first off, before the user can do anything, they need to be able to view the products. Okay, this is what I like to do in the second step for programming, because this is what's kind of hard. People say, okay, I need to make my program do all this, but how the heck am I going to do that? Well, to figure out the flow of the application, or in other words, how it's going to run, put yourself in the eyes of the user and visualize what you want your site to look like. When the user first comes to the site, what do you want them to see? Alright? So the first thing they're going to do is they need to be able to view the products. So we're going to add another note here because we're going to make a plan. Let me title this real quick. I'm going to underline it as well. Strange. Start by displaying all products. Allow user to view specific product. These are the startings of an algorithm, which we'll go into a little bit more later. And if you don't know this terminology too well, or you don't remember it, that's fine. It's common terminology in computer science. If you only have a vague idea of it, you'll still be able to develop programs. And then if you happen to do any other learning and elsewhere, you may recognize some of the terms. Just want to make sure there's no issues here. Okay, so we want to start by displaying all the products, allow the user to view a specific product, add products to cart, check out.